Reo, Kim Zolciak's daughter, hit with multiple DUI drug charges. Kim Zolciak's daughter, Ariana Bierman, is facing up to 6 charges in relation to her 2022 DUI arrest. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum is standing by her daughter throughout the ordeal, pointing out that Ariana has been nothing but cooperative with police. So, what is the RHOA daughter being charged with? Keep reading to find out. Ariana Bierman facing 6 misdemeanor charges. Ariana Bierman was arrested for driving under the influence on August 13, 2022. Now she has been officially charged with 6 misdemeanors in relation to the DUI arrest. The charges being brought against her include possession of drug-related objects. She was unlawfully in possession of a THC vape cartridge when she was pulled over. She's also being charged with improper turn, failure to obey signs, underage possession of alcohol, driving under the influence of alcohol, and driving under the influence of multiple substances. When she was arrested, Kim Zolciak's daughter was booked and taken into custody in Forsyth County. Ariana was reportedly pulled over after she hit another car. She was arrested with her boyfriend, Hudson McLeroy, who was also in the car at the time. It was reported that Ariana claimed she hadn't been drinking even though officers smelled alcohol on her breath. She told law enforcement that the smell could have been coming from her clothes. The RHOA daughter admitted to smoking a THC vape pen the night before, but maintained that she didn't drink alcohol before getting in the cat. There was a field sobriety test conducted. Officers said there was a noticeable sway when Ariana walked. Kim Zolciak's daughter plans to fight the charges. Ariana is attempting to fight the charges being brought against her. Her lawyer, Justin Spisman, said that Kim Zolciak's daughter was just upset and anxious from the minor accident that had occurred. He also claims that the investigating officer incorrectly concluded she was impaired by alcohol. Late in 2023, Ariana filed a motion to exclude any evidence gathered as a result of unlawful seizure. Her lawyer claims that there weren't sufficient facts to be able to suspect Ariana was under the influence or that any other criminal activity was underfoot. When her daughter's arrest made it into the news, Kim Zolciak defended Ariana on social media. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum said, since she was being cooperative and honest, she admitted to consuming marijuana the day before, meaning over 24 hours prior to her contact with the law. She continued, in addition, the arresting officer, as evidenced by his own police report, charged Ariana with impairment by alcohol. She wholly denies these allegations and intends to fight these charges because she is not guilty of them. The streets of Atlanta were anything but quiet last night as flashing blue and red lights painted the pavement in front of a luxury sports car stopped in the middle of Buckhead's nightlife district. Officers approached the vehicle with caution, their flashlights cutting through the tinted windows of the high-end ride. Inside sat none other than one of Kim Zolciak's daughters, her designer-clad frame slumped in the driver's seat, a haze of perfume and something far less glamorous clinging to the air. For a family that built a reputation on drama, bigwigs, and even bigger personalities, this was a scandal that not even Bravo's cameras were rolling to capture. But oh, how the headlines were already writing themselves. The arrest heard round the ATL. The arrest report read like something straight out of a tabloid fever dream. DUI, possession of a controlled substance, reckless driving, and a slew of lesser charges that made the whole situation look less like an oops and more like a full-fledged mess. Witnesses claimed the young Zolciak had been swerving erratically down Peachtree Street before coming to an abrupt stop, right in the middle of an intersection, engines still running. When police arrived, she reportedly struggled to form coherent sentences. Her platinum blonde hair tousled like she had just stumbled out of a reality TV confessional gone wrong. "Do you know who my mom is?" She allegedly slurred to the officers as they asked her to step out of the car. It wasn't the get-out-of-jail-free card she might have hoped for. Kim's crisis mode activated. As news broke, it wasn't long before Kim Zolciak's signature, acrylic-nailed fingers were working overtime on her phone. If there was one thing Kim knew how to do, it was damage control, though this was proving to be one mess that even her Bravo-seasoned PR instincts couldn't clean up with a single Instagram story. Sources close to the family reported that Kim was in full meltdown mode, pacing around her home in a silk robe, and demanding that her lawyer fix this immediately. Brielle and Croy Jr. were reportedly in the background, nervously refreshing TMZ while Ariana sat stone-faced, knowing all too well that her turn in the scandal hot seat might be coming up next. "This is a misunderstanding," Kim allegedly told friends. "She's a good girl. The cops in Atlanta are just out to get us." Never mind the fact that the evidence suggested otherwise. Bravo fans react, and they have thoughts. As soon as the mugshot hit the internet, Bravo fans did what Bravo fans do best: react with the sharp wit of a watch what happens live reunion. Twitter exploded with memes. A side-by-side comparison of the DUI mugshot and Kim's old "Don't Be Tardy" promo photos, captioned "From tardy for the party to tardy for court." A video clip of Nain Leaks dramatically yelling, "The DOR is KLOC," now repurposed to represent her daughter's chances of getting off scot-free. One particularly brutal post that read, "First the foreclosure, now this." The Zolciaks are speedrunning rock bottom. Even Andy Cohen subtly weighed in with a cryptic tweet. "Atlanta stays giving us headlines. Legal woes and financial woes collide." The timing of the arrest couldn't have been worse for the Zolciak-Biermann household. With rumors swirling that Kim and Croy were struggling to keep up with mounting debts, foreclosure, unpaid credit card bills, and a marriage that seemed to be held together by nothing more than Botox and bravado, this latest scandal was yet another brick added to their already crumbling foundation. Legal experts weighed in on the potential consequences. The combination of DUI and drug possession charges could lead to a serious legal battle, one that Kim's usual strategy of throwing money at problems might not be able to fix. Court dates were set. Lawyers were called. But would it be enough? Kim's next move: Denny, deflect, distract. If Kim Zolciak knew one thing, it was how to spin a scandal. Almost immediately, whispers of a misunderstood situation began circulating. Kim took to Instagram in a flurry of perfectly lit story posts featuring a cryptic message. People will believe anything they read. God knows the truth. The narrative she seemed to be pushing: that her daughter was set up, that the media was unfairly targeting her family, that this was just another chapter in the Kim versus the world saga. She even took the opportunity to tease a new project, possibly hinting at a dramatic return to reality TV. "You guys won't believe what's coming next. Stay tuned." Will this be the end of the Zolciak dynasty? For years, Kim Zolciak had built her brand on excess. Big houses, big spending, big personalities. But now, the cracks were showing. Once the darling of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, she had spun her reality fame into multiple ventures: wigs, skincare, country music, which we all remember. But as the scandals piled up, fans began to wonder, was this the beginning of the end? Or was this just another twist in the never-ending soap opera that was Kim Zolciak's life? One thing was for sure: the cameras might not have been rolling when the flashing red and blue lights filled the Atlanta streets, but the world was watching. And reality had never been messier. Would this be the moment that finally humbled the Zolciaks? Or would they somehow find a way to spin this into yet another season of chaotic television gold? Only time and the next Bravo reunion would tell.